Hello and welcome to everyone, guys. First of all, I have to take a bit of water. I have to get myself ready a bit, so you will wait for a minute or two. I just need to do some things to be able to get this underway. Sorry, guys, I'm still in the mood for it. Just 30 seconds to take water and I'm getting back, okay? Okay, here I am. Let's rock and roll. I've seen that the vein was so and font missed weight. That's gonna be fun to see. Now with font missing weight, this gets even more complicated. But it's also getting more interesting with font missing weight, just to say. It's getting more and more interesting as that's not something I was expecting, especially not on the end of Rob font. So needless to say, needless to say, needless to say that this is brutally great idea, you know. And what can I say, guys? I mean, did I expect this from Rob Font? No. But am I surprised? Well, a bit. A bit. That's not something I was expecting of Rob Font. I mean, if I picked who was gonna miss the scale, I would have never said. I would have never said it's gonna be Rob Font, if you know what I mean. So, but okay. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So, I assume we can get underway with this. Tatsuro Taira versus Carlos Candelaria. Tatsuro Taira actually looked very confident at the vein. So I'm still gonna go with Taira. I do think Taira gonna win. Like Taira to win. Minus 250. Taira TKO plus 425 if you're gonna fish for some bigger value, boys. I'm even more confident in Taira with this, especially after the vein. You know, guys. I think this guy. I think this guy. I placed money on Taira for a reason. The first ever Okinawan into the UFC. The first ever Okinawan into the UFC. So I picked Taira for a reason, guys. And like, there's nothing much to say about this fighter. Maybe Taira inside the distance might have. Yeah, also Taira inside the distance for plus 112. That's also gonna work for me. Now the next one, Gina Mazany versus Shanayang. I got Gina Mazany for the victory. Gina to win for minus 180. Fight goes the distance minus 150. Gina via decision. How much is Gina Mazany via decision? Mazany decision plus 165. Plus 165. So that's something I'm pretty much backing up. And Lacerda versus Figueiredo. Man, I've got to say that I'm thinking so much, man, like thinking so much, but again, I don't know. I don't know what should I say. Still thinking, like, is it gonna be Daniel da Silva or Daniel Lacerda now against Figueiredo? That's a hard pick for me, especially for me. That's extremely hard pick. So fight starts round 3 sounds like a decent pick here. And let me see how much is gonna be the odd. Lacerda versus Figi. Fight starts round 3 minus 165. Figi to win for plus 100. That would be okay. Let me say Figi decision. Like if I'm fishing for like a bigger value or plus 250. Figi decision works for me. Then the next one, Mike Britton versus Nathan Levy. Another tricky fight so much. Like Nathan Levy is so unpredictable. One of the most unpredictable guys I've ever seen in the UFC. But if I'd be forced to pick a side, I would pick Levy. But again, Nathan Levy's striking is so much unorthodox. How about fight going the distance? Nathan Levy to win. Nathan Levy to win minus 195. Fight goes the distance minus 150. Levy decision. But I'm not confident that much. I would fade that fight, but if you're gonna ask me what would you play, Vlad, I'm telling to you what would I play Levy by decision plus 130. That's again another plus value under my radar. Gabe Green, Johan Linus. I picked Johan to win. Line has changed. Johan to win for plus 115. I already have underdog to win, so I don't think method is necessary. Let's say Johan decision, but method is unnecessary as I already have an underdog. I already have an underdog pick. Johan Linus. This is unnecessary method. I already picked an underdog. Plus 600. Oh, it seems people think this one gonna end pretty quickly. Which I can understand. Yeah. I also have a feeling that this might end before the third round if everything comes to fruition. But again, I'm not sure about method or such things. No, I'm not sure about that. But I'm sure about. Let's say more sure, giving more chances to Johan Linus. Then the next one is going to be the fight between Alexander Romanov and Chase Sherman. Romanov to win. Like, I don't see how Sherman gonna win this fight. Simply don't see it. I already placed money on Romanov. Minus 220. Romanov to win for minus 220. I placed that money, but there is one actually entertaining bet here. And something I like. Guess what? Over 1.5 rounds. Plus 225. Sounds like a decent pick. Romanov might maul this guy all the way. So I don't know, I like this pick over 1.5 rounds. Doesn't sound too risky, huh? Romanov TKO KO plus 110. Romanov KO TKO plus 110. Romanov decision plus 650. I actually do like those odds. I really like those odds, but over 1.5 rounds is actually, can't call it the smallest risk. There is always risk when you play matches like this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, there is risk every single time you play this, but I like this a lot, guys. I like uh, I like some facts from this battle, and I actually do enjoy. I actually do enjoy some stuff from around here. So this was the prelims, right? Guess there are no more fights in the prelims. No. Uh, just to change the description. Okay, I changed the description. Now let's go with the main card. Let's get it underway. Mershard versus Jotko. I have two potential picks. Mershard submission. Plus 3 Mershard submission. Plus 3 Mershard to win for plus 140. Or Jotko decision. Jotko decision is also very potential. Jotko decision is plus 175. Both outcomes are pretty much probable. Then we're gonna go into the next one. Darren Elkins versus Tristan Connelly. Well, I have the smallest level of safety when it comes to this fight. Elkins is a heavy favorite with minus 180. Elkins versus Connelly. Elkins versus Connelly. Over 1.5 is minus 1350. Fight starts round 3 is minus 280. Elkins to win minus 180. I like Elkins to win round 3. I wonder how much is that gonna be. Elkins wins in round 3. Plus 1400. I do like this sword. No, really, I do really like this. It actually speaks about some of my intentions, some of my plans. But Elkins to win, I like that. I really like that. But I'm fading this fight for a reason, guys. Then Grand Dawson versus Jared Gordon. Like, I gave advantage to Grand Dawson to win, but line has significantly changed. So Dawson to win is minus 180. Fight starts around 3. Gordon versus Dawson. Fight starts round 3. Minus 280. Even worse out. How about Dawson decision? I wonder whether Dawson decision is gonna be a good value. Plus 140. So the next one, let me see which is the next one. Just 1 second, guys. And tomorrow I'm going live for the whole event. That's true. Andrey Fili versus Sombrito. I'm pretty confident in Andrey Fili to win. Like Andrey Fili to win, pretty confident. Fili to win, -260. Fili KO, TKO, +200. This is like, I'm pretty confident in Fili to win. Anything aside of Fili's victory would have been a massive surprise. I mean, for me at least, in the first place, it would have been a massive surprise. Anything aside of that. So then we're heading into the co-main event of the evening with Andrey Arwalski fighting Collier. From what I've seen, Arwalski is very tough to finish. So this might go all the way. Arwalski is the favorite. Got a bet. Oh, we got the same bet. Good luck with that, Robert. Over 2.5 Arwalski fight. How much is that odd? Over 2.5 minus 210. And Arwalski to win -130. Maybe Arwalski decision, but it can be Collier decision too, so don't see a stoppage in this fight, but can be Collier decision also. Arwalski decision +120. Collier decision +30. Yeah, that's okay to me. And now I'm gonna fade Rob Font because he missed the vein and he looked terrible. He really much looked terrible. Is this a tactical move? Now I'm wondering whether Rob Font intentionally missed weight. That's something I will never be able to decode, but I rewatched and he looked terrible. He really much looked terrible, didn't pay attention at the vein, didn't pay much of the attention at the scales, so 138.5 was like brutally big miss, gonna be fine 20%. I picked Font initially, but I think Font's jab is not going to play huge role in championship rounds. I think his cardio is gonna go down. I don't see his cardio being so elite, guys, anymore. Especially with this vein miss. I don't think this is intentional foul. I just think he really wasn't able to cut the weight. I think he simply had no choice. Like, he had to go with 138.5, and now I'm fading to Vera. Vera to win, +115. I'm gonna go Vera decision. I'm fading now this fight because I've seen what happened. I was so confident in Font, and after what he did, said to myself, man, just fuck it, man. I'm a fan of Font, but vein misses. Hey, how are you, Andrey? Oh, thank you, man. I just gonna go with Vera decision. So let me go with that round robin. Let me go with that round robin. So I'm gonna give you one round robin here. I know. I love your prediction. Thank you, Andrey. Thank you so much for a high level of support. It means a lot, man. I'm always happy to help, with my picks predictions. If it helps to somebody, it makes me happy, Now let me see. Round robin is going to be Hold on. I actually like something trickier this time. I have a bit more tricky round robin. Guess what? Round robin. 4 parlay pick. Figgy to win plus 100. Mershart submission plus 300. Johan Linus plus 115. And got Vera plus 115. And round robin, 3 parlay pick. I got Mershart. This is a Mershart submission plus 300. Linus plus 115. And Vera plus 115. Yes? What is the biggest odd in betting plus got the upset win? You mean ever? Like it was round 5 stoppage. Hold on. It was round 5 stoppage once. I think it was plus 5,000, something like that. If you're asking about single match, that was the best odd. That was the best odd that hit the scale. Like plus 5,000, I think, was the greatest odd. Like, but this was fight ends round 5, or that and that fighter wins via stoppage in round 5. How about Marlon Vera stoppage round 5? I'm gonna check that. That's gonna give the greatest value here. Vera via stoppage round 5. Let me see. Just to find it. Thank you. Vera wins submission round 5 plus 4800. That's like if you really like wanna gamble. Like if you wanna put $1 on this, that's like huge value. Or Vera KO TKO round 5 is also massive value because plus 3100 Vera ML. We'll see. I picked Vera to win now. Just picked Vera to win normally, despite he's an underdog, because Font missed the scale and didn't look good at the vein. So I don't know, man. Mentally, it's hard when you don't hit the scale. It's mentally very hard, and how is that gonna affect him? Well, he is the only one who knows that, right? He is literally the only one to know that, so I don't know, honestly. I don't know how Vera is gonna fight with this. Maybe it's gonna be a crisis. Maybe it's gonna be a hard place to deal with. You never know. I mean, Font missed the scale, but Vera accepted the catch weight. You know, when a fighter accepts catch weight, it means that he is pretty much confident into his victory, and I'm unsure whether Vera is so much confident into his victory. He didn't look that confident, like at the trash talk, at the pressers, but at the end of the day, fighters talk inside the ring, aren't they? Yeah, they do talk inside the ring, and everything outside of the ring is just for showtime. It's just for Picks, predictions, expectations. It's more for show, guys. You know, it's more for show. And at the end of the day, the real entertainment happens inside the ring. So that's always interesting to see and watch. So please ask me questions. I'm gonna be live for probably 20 more minutes, 20, 25. I was having a very, very hard day in the office. Tomorrow I'm also having a very hard day in the office, but I'll grind it out. Hey, Ginge, how are you, man? How's everything doing? Tomorrow I'm also gonna have a very, very hard day in the office, but I will be live for 20 more minutes, just to know, because need to get up very early tomorrow. But please shoot in with questions. I'm very much eager to hear your questions, so please proceed. Oh, James, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you always hit the stream. It means a lot to me, man. Really much means a lot to me. And in the case you haven't noticed, I'm lucky to announce that super thanks are now official at my channel. So if you want to send a donation and I'm not live, there is no need to wait anymore, because yeah, there is no need to wait anymore. You can only press super thanks button, and that's going to come to fruition. Like, you can also leave super thanks on any of my videos. I know that YouTube is constantly improving, and I know my lovely community is constantly improving. There are more and more people who love this amazing sport, and that's really something that gives me wings. That's really something that pushes me forward. You know, that makes me grind through everything. That makes me wonder, fight, and MMA is life, man. For a guy like me, MMA is life. I've got nothing but MMA in my life. I really literally got nothing but MMA in my life. Today I was ref in 3 matches, and one and only thing I was thinking about was, when am I gonna come home so I can chit-chat with my lovely die-hard fans? And even nowadays, I'm telling to myself, man, you did a great job. You literally did a great job, because you fought, you endured it, you battled it out. I really did well, especially in the MMA world. I really did a great job, and this week I wasn't that much active like I promised, because when you have so many obligations, when you're so busy with other things in your life, when you have to ref so much, so you're able to pay for your bills, sometimes it affects you, but at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all human. Sometimes we take a shot. Sometimes we can't take a shot. But me, I'm always trying to be the guy who's gonna take a shot and continue marching forward, because retreat doesn't exist. At my vocabulary, retreat will never exist. So even from the MMA world, I know this is not an easy pill to swallow, but I will always tell you guys, just never give up your dream, because as soon as you give up your dream, you're telling to your haters that they won, and they will never win. With a guy like me, they will never win. Hey Joe, how are you, man? Oh, I'm glad you're making a break at work. I love you, man. Font, Collier, Discount Figgy, Dawson, bad that, my fellow human friend. Good luck. Hope you're doing well. Cheers. Thank you so much for stopping by from your work. That's very much appreciated. This guy is at his work, and he made a short break to stop by here. So big shout out to Joe Maitas. Big shout out. It really means a lot to me, man. Like, like you are here from your work. It's like huge huge level of support. So thank you so much, man. I'm doing this job because of people like Joe Mitas, because of people who sacrifice their 2, 3, 5, 6 minutes at work just to see me, just to check my picks and predictions, just to check what is the greatest Bulgarian MMA YouTuber thinking of the upcoming matches, picks, predictions. Because I am the greatest. I definitely am the greatest guy from Bulgaria. There is no more influential Bulgarian guy here. And there are many people who are super influential at Balkan Peninsula, which is kind of okay to some point, but I have a question for you. Okay, you make something in Balkan Peninsula in the local world, but what if nobody recognizes you abroad? You need to make influence across the pond. And starting early on, that was my goal, to be super influential across the pond and to showcase to people how much influence can one guy from non-MMA state make. I was very much alone at this work until some of my diehard fans appeared and showed me love, showed me support. Like I was literally majority of my friends and family disowned me because of the path I've chosen. But I don't regret. I don't feel sorry because I've learned that it's not important how many times are you gonna fall down. It's only important how many times are you gonna stay up. I was trying to be so positive, so aggressive, and I was trying to be the best, and that's okay. I'm the best from my state, but I have greater ambitions right now. I want to climb up even more. I don't want to stop and be remembered just as the greatest Bulgarian of all time in the MMA. Yes, there are many people who have heard of the Bulgarian Cowboy and haven't heard of the all-time greatest Bulgarian MMA fighter, Blagoy Ivanov, because I was having, thank you, Ginge. I was having so many questions when I've been to Bulgaria. Follow your heart. Fuck what other people say or think. Do you for the sake of you or yours. Yes, that's what I'm doing. And I like my lovely fans. So many ups and downs were happening in my life. And just want to inform you, I've taken test results, and test results should be fine. I will also go tomorrow to the hospital and just to confirm those results. But guess what? My hormonal balance is getting back to normal. So that is good. That is good because my hormonal balance is way better than it used to be. That's why I was unable to. That's why I was unable to follow the MMA veins because I didn't have choice. I had to go to the hospital to measure those hormonal levels, and they are way better. But I will raise tests officially tomorrow, so they believe results are gonna be okay. So that's a positive aspect of the game. My health is getting better, and you played a major role in improving my health, guys. You, the whole community, because you don't know how. I mean, you do. I was unable to train. I was having so much of a hard time, man. I was unable literally to train. I had to train in the dark because they didn't know what was happening inside of my head. Now they do. 10 years ago, I was in prison. 15 years ago, I was on a street corner with a needle hanging out of my neck. Now I have a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids, a beautiful, unthinkable life. Well, you changed yourself, man. Something happened. I mean, I like to say something snapped inside of you. That's how we say in Bulgaria. And it was a positive snap. Never say die, never fold. Always think of how you might rise. well, you were able to rise, man, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Like, if you went out of the prison and now you have great wife and lovely family, that's a big success. I mean, I'm not saying everybody could do it, but you show to the world that your life can improve. Just like I showed to the world that life can improve. When I got sick, I just told myself, okay, maybe I lost a battle, but I haven't lost a war. I think I'm starting to win this war. I'm starting to win this fucking war with my hormonal issues because the difference is smaller and smaller now, and it will get back to normal. It's just a matter of time. Same here, Joe. I've been on a similar path, and it's good to see others beat the demon. Way to go, guys! You were obviously having way better problems than me, and I'm so glad that you've battled through it. Like 10 years ago in prison, now a lovely wife, two great kids. That's a big success, man. And also Ginge now doing great stuff. Also have a wonderful puppy. I mean, at least taking care of puppy, spending time with him. That's also a massive success. Me, when people ask me what do I want from my life, when people ask what would I want from my life, Heroin was my toughest opponent, but I beat that fucker. I'm glad for it. I'm glad for it, man. When people ask me, Vlad, what would you want from your life? I want to be the extremely famous guy from my state in the Western world. Yes, I want that, but do I have some secondary aspirations now? Now, not until I recover. I need to heal medically, mentally, so I can transition to the next chapter of my life. Right now, as long as I'm sick, that transition is not going to happen because you need to take care of your health first. You know what they say. Healthy man, healthy man has tons of wishes, thousands of wishes. Sick man only has one wish. He wants to get healthy. He wants to get better, and I'm looking way better now. I see some positive changes, and thanks to all this lovely community, thanks to all those things that have changed to my life, and of course, thanks to Achille MMA Academy and their coach Itzko, who accepted me as his own, which is like, I don't know. I think I think it was just meant to be. I mean that meetup with Marko Bojkovic, with Itzko. I mean it was just meant to be. And now I'm visiting my wrestling classes. I'm learning to wrestle. I've got a lot of exposure. What's news on the restoration? It's still on the restoration. I gave it to my mom, and my mom brought it to some guy who works with the skin. So we will see what's he gonna be able to do. She brought it to him, so I will show you. I will send you a picture on Twitter as soon as it is finished. I will send you a picture on Twitter. I hope he can restore it at least 20-30% up because that's a special souvenir, man. That's something. That's something I would never sell. That's something I would never give to anybody. That glove means a lot to me, as that's the power of Jake Ellenberger. That's the power of a UFC fighter in my hand, which is tough, which is awesome, which is really really tough. I really wanna be around here. Even with Jake Ellenberger's demon, I wanna hang around with his demon. That's how big fan I am. Life is a choice. Most things are so. We always have choices to make. Step back, think hard, make the right choice. Be dedicated and relentless, and never let the gloomy days overcome you. You are right about that. Hope all is well. Who is your favorite underdog to win tomorrow? It's gonna be Johan Linus, and the second favorite underdog is gonna be, believe it or not, Vera. I switched to Vera. It was in that condition when I received it. I had it away in a draw, out of sunlight. Well, you made a positive change, Ginge. You were the one who made a positive change in your life. And I made a very positive change when I started drinking meds, when I started spending more time with this outstanding community. Brito, I see Philly winning, but okay, good luck with Brito. I can accept the difference. At least no bouts got cancelled, so there is no need to be frustrated. I'm only extremely angry when bouts get cancelled. It irritates me so much, guys, as well as you know. Like when somebody cancels bouts, I'm like, why the heck are you doing this? Does it make sense to you? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's so odd, man. Like pretty much odd. That's the way it used to be. Life is a choice, yeah, and we have a lot of choices to make. Me, I had a choice to listen to my parents or to follow my dream. I chose to follow my dream and to battle on my own. It cost me a lot. I lost all the friends. I lost majority of my family. But I'm happy. Fuck it, man, I'm happy because I did something nobody before me was able to perform. Nobody before me was the greatest Bulgarian MMA YouTuber. Nobody. I achieved something big, really. And am I happy because of that? Yes. Yes, I am. Why would I be unhappy? It simply makes no sense, guys. Because if you're doing something good for your state, if you're paving your road towards the top, that's good. That's positive thing to deal with. Of course, I expect this event is gonna be fun. Every single time when you say the event is gonna be boring, it turns out to be one of the best events ever. Like last time, do you remember how many first round finishes we had? It was a barn burner. It was a banger, man. Once it was a banger. So many first round finishes. If we see more first round finishes, I'm gonna be extremely happy. And I'm not gonna hide it from you. Believe me, I'm not. I'm not going to hide it from you because we need to share together happiness, sadness, everything. Because we're meant to be. We're just meant to be. Four p.m. ET. What is this? 8 p.m. Strange. Maybe it's some kind of a mistake. It's kicking off so early. The unexpected are always the best events. Yes, I know. I mean, when I was studying some things, I've noticed that you get the most of it when you have the smallest number of expectations. So I think a very little number of expectations plays a vital role. You will hardly get disappointed. So I really do think that's very, very much vital. You got to deal with that aspect of the game, if you know what I mean. If you don't expect positive things are gonna happen, believe me. Believe the Bulgarian Cowboy. For example, last night I've got a super chat from my dear friend Range. Did you watch? No, I didn't. I had to work today whole day. I'm extremely tired as I had to work today whole day. And I was unable to watch PFL, but I got a super chat from Range. Super thanks. And it made my day. When I woke up, I've seen a super thanks from Range, and I said to myself, man, this is awesome. This is the great way to start your day. I kicked off my day with a smile on my face because my die-hard fan appreciated my efforts. I've seen that people care, and I do care about my subscribers. I do care about chatting, helping, hanging around. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hang around with the boys. That's brutally good. That's brutally good. I hope one day I will be able to live from YouTubing. And I will try. I will grind as hard as I can to enable that kind of dream. Is it going to happen one day? Maybe. Maybe not. But fight never ends. Fight never ends. How's Clay the Baker Guida? He is not interested in any further conversation because he was right about Puljaš. He told me that Puljaš is a fucked up opponent for him, and when we talked, he said me, man, I'm not pretty much into talk. I told you Puljaš is a hard opponent to deal with for Guida. And unfortunately, that's how it was, man. That's how it was. So Puljaš was just too much for Clay the Baker Guida. So guys, I would stay more, but tomorrow I'm getting very, very early on. I will also try to cover the event as I promised. I will try to cover the whole event, and I hope I won't be too much sleepy, but I'm pretty much sure that you will forgive me. I'm just a die-hard fan of the greatest sport in the world, and yeah, I will get some rest. I will sleep for 8 hours, probably because I've just taken the meds and it's starting to affect. And thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your donations, super thanks, super chats, whatever, memberships. You rock, guys. Catch you later, and it's gonna be awesome. Tomorrow I'm covering the event. Don't know about other stuff. If I have time, yes. If no, just event.